Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2018 action thriller Hunter Killer, a film that stars Gerard Butler and Gary Oldman primarily, although it is littered with many faces that you will recognise as well. Now, I'll be honest, this is a film that I had really not much desire to watch, but I had a bit of spare time, so I thought, well, I fancy watching something a little bit different. So I decided to go and give this one a go, Hunter Killer. Now, I think military movies and submarine type movies, when done right, can be done, pretty good. Hunt for Red October was pretty good. The Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman one, I can't remember the name of that one now. I thought that was excellent submarine film, and they can generate an awful lot of tension, these types of movies. And I've heard some good word of mouth with this one as well. And what is this film about? Well, apart from the quite confusing opening to this film essentially focuses on Gerard Butler, who's a submarine captain who's in charge of a hunter killer submarine, and his job basically is to initially go and investigate a suspected sinking of a US submarine that they think might have been sunk by Russian forces. He goes out to investigate. There is a specialist elite Navy SEAL team sent out as well to Russia to provide surveillance and also investigate. And the investigation basically uncovers that there's a coup going on in Russia, and there's like a military general that takes the Russian president hostage with every intention of starting a war, and it's up to the likes of Gerard Butler and his crew and this elite team of Navy SEALs to put a stop to this dastardly plan being put in place by these nasty renegade Russian generals, etc. Now then, what is this film like? Well, I have to say, after the first half an hour, which I thought was a real mess of this film, it was awful. I thought it was all over the place. It was just full of official people in uniforms running about, confusing the situation, saying things that made no sense, and until the dust finally settled on this film and you saw what was happening and the coup started taking place and Gerard Butler's Russian submarine crew got to where they were going and started investigating and this tension started building. That's when this film picked up. The first 30 minutes of this were really off-putting for me. I didn't like it at all. I just didn't. After that though, I thought the film really did pick up pace, and I thought the combination of the submarine stuff was really well done, lots of tension, well made, kept you on the edge of your seat stuff, you know the kind of stuff you get with submarine type movies, coupled with the elite soldiers that had been sent to Russia, who were initially only sent to do surveillance. They get follow-up orders to basically head into this military facility and rescue the Russian president and get him to Gerard Butler's submarine. So that it then turns into a real huge rescue attempt for those elite soldiers, and that section was excellent as well, I have to say. So I thought the film did a really good job on two sides of it, on the on-land stuff and the submarine stuff. Again, where this film fell down for me was like the back at the Pentagon type stuff. You've got like Gary Oldman and Common stood around and uniforms debating endlessly and talking tactics and stuff. That was mind-numbing. And for the life of me, I have no idea why Gary Oldman was in this film. Not a clue. Didn't need him at all. His part was little more than a cameo, and I get it, he's won an Oscar now and a lot of people are going to want to give him a job just to put the Academy Award winner Gary Oldman on the poster, but he's better than this. I'm not saying this is a bad movie, because I don't think it is, but he didn't need to be in this film. He offered nothing from my perspective. It didn't deserve him being on the poster, shall we say. And I'll be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of Gerard Butler. he's not done anything that blows me away. I know 300 was good, you know, everything else he's done, generally speaking, I can take it or leave it. It doesn't draw me to a movie, it doesn't excite me when I see his name on the poster for a movie, but I thought he did a fine job in this movie. It was quite an understated performance, quite a controlled performance, not over the top and shouty or anything really. And I thought, you know, yeah, he was fine in this movie, Gerard Butler. Didn't have a problem with it at all. And I thought overall, by the end of this movie, it delivered in regards to the tension it wanted to build and the action set pieces that it wanted to deliver. Obviously taking out of the equation the complete unbelievability factor of it in regards to, you know, how close they come to world war and all this kind of stuff. Take that all out of the equation. Yeah, you've got to click your brain off a little bit when you watch this movie. It's you know, it's one of those that you can just watch and enjoy and think, yeah, okay, that was alright. I had quite a lot of fun with that. And I did. That's what I could take away from this movie. I had quite a lot of fun with it. It's got lots of good performances in this film. They all commit to the roles. There's nothing over the top, apart from Gary Oldman's terrible American accent. And I like the fact that they had a woman US president as well, which I thought was probably them saying, you know, that's for you, Donald Trump. We don't even want to acknowledge that you're in power right now. So I thought that was quite nice and amusing, and this is quite a nice and distracting movie. I think it does everything it says on the tin. It delivers. It's not to be taken seriously, but it is a lot of fun and it's nicely made as well. So I do hope you enjoyed this review. If you're not sure about seeing this movie, I do think it's worth a watch, guys. It's quite a well made film and quite a lot of fun as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I shall see you next time on Screen Stars. Thanks for watching, everybody.